What's up guys, and Fernip here. Now for those who don't know, I'm a martial artist and I've been doing martial arts for about 6 years now. And also if you don't know, I love anime. Pretty sure you can tell by the channel, but anyway. One thing that people actually like in anime is anime where a lot of action happens. There is a lot of anime out there that are based around fighting and martial arts. So I wanted to go over anime that use martial arts or fighting techniques that I believe could or couldn't work. Mainly leaning more towards the could side, but yeah. I'm going to be going over 4 anime that I believe whose martial arts actually work decently, and then I'm going to be ranking them from 1 to 10, going over basically how realistic they would be in real life. 1 being kind of shitty, while 10 being it's basically copy-paste in the real world. Be sure to let me know down in the comment section below if you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it, if you're an anime or a martial arts fan, or both. If you also think I may have missed an anime that I should have mentioned, and if you have any video suggestions for the future, be sure to let me know down in the comment section below. So without further ado, let's get into the video. If you know anime quite well, I'm sure this first anime I'm going to be talking about is not going to come to anyone's surprise. But the first anime I'm going to be talking about is Dragon Ball. Whilst Dragon Ball does have some very unrealistic moments, such as shooting energy beams strong enough to destroy a moon, or being able to change your height to make yourself looking like the fucking colossal titan, there are several moments inside the anime that have a lot of realism when it comes to martial arts. Some examples that come to mind is that a lot of the major characters inside of Dragon Ball actually use martial arts that are used in the real world. Like Toriyama actually took real life martial arts and gave them to anime characters inside of his show. For example, Yamcha uses Tiger Style Kung Fu, Master Roshi knows Drunken Fist, Tien uses Crane Style Kung Fu, Hit uses a mixture of Chinese boxing and Wing Chun, both Whis and Zamasu use Wing Chun, Krillin uses Shaolin Kung Fu, and Goku uses various types of martial arts such as Shaolin Kung Fu, Karate, Judo, Wrestling, and various others. As for the energy blast, that actually comes from a Chinese philosophy. For those who don't know, the energy-based attacks comes from a Chinese philosophy called Qigong. Qigong is a belief that storing your energy inside of your body actually helps with healing and also various other things. They also believe that Qigong can be used for a martial artist to make your martial arts stronger, such as if you channel your energy into your fists, your core, your legs, the whole shebang. One concept I think most people don't know, that there is something in Dragon Ball that people can achieve in real life, but nowhere near the same level as shown in the anime, is Ultra Instinct. That's right. You can achieve Ultra Instinct in real life, but it's not at the same level as shown in the show. In real life, Ultra Instinct is known as the state of no mind, or Mushin in Japanese. It's a mindset where every part of your body thinks independently of one another and moves literally on instinct. You don't even need to think to attack. You just attack. And it is a very, very difficult thing to master. Not even some Shaolin monks who train in Shaolin temples over in China, a lot of them train to achieve this, and they can actually master it. There are very few Shaolin masters who can actually master it. The most famous person that comes to mind who has mastered the state of no mind is Bruce Lee himself. Like, I've even tried to learn it. I'm still going through the process of trying to learn it myself in my own private time. It's not an easy thing to master. It is so difficult that, honestly, I don't know if many people can actually achieve it. It's a difficult process. So whilst Dragon Ball can't teach you to fly or teach you how to use Kamehameha, it can teach you a lot of useful things from a martial arts perspective. So this is the part of the video where I give my ranking after my explanation. And going over Dragon Ball, it was kind of hard to place a ranking because there are so many people out there who say it is useful, there are those who say it isn't useful. But I think there is a lot of usefulness inside of Dragon Ball. That's why I'm giving Dragon Ball a 7.5 out of 10. I mean, it could be better, it could be worse, but when it comes to like shooting energy beams, flight, and turning into basically a god, that does show a lot of, not very realism. But the martial arts side of it, the hand-to-hand combat, that is the good stuff. Probably one of my favorite techniques in terms of martial arts that was shown inside of Dragon Ball actually came from the Dragon Ball movie Resurrection F, where Goku used the 1-inch punch on Frieza. That was fun. The next anime I'm going to be talking about actually is my former #1 favorite anime of all time. That's right, for those who are a regular viewer of my channel, you'll know that my favorite anime used to be Naruto. Now it's something else. If you want me to do a top 10 of my favorite anime, I will, but I mean, it's been done to heck before, so if you want me to, I will. If you don't want me to, fair enough. But the next anime I'm going to be talking about is Naruto. Whilst it's my belief that ninjutsu is kind of a dying art, and I feel like there are some people in the martial art community that kind of would agree with me, there are a couple of things shown in Naruto that can teach you martial arts at home. The main one being taijutsu. Taijutsu is a Japanese martial art that primarily uses strikes, grappling, joint locks, and throws to defeat their opponent. And even though it's really rare to find someone, especially in the UK, who teaches taijutsu, if you find one, it's more than likely a good one. Because taijutsu, if taught correctly, can be very, very deadly. The main people to look out for to learn taijutsu, if you're watching from the show, are easily Rock Lee and Might Guy. Whilst they can't exactly teach you how to open the 8 inner gates, you can learn from them, from their hand-to-hand combat, their conditioning training, and their willingness to never give up. Personally, one of my favourite things to take away from Naruto from a martial artist perspective is the Hyuga clan's gentle fist style of taijutsu. In real life, it's called the 8 trigram palm, which is a Chinese style of kung fu, which uses a circular motion whilst also using very powerful strikes to defeat their opponents, such as strikes to the face or even palm strikes. Whilst I also believe that this is kind of a dying art due to the fact that aren't a lot of teachers who teach it, especially in the UK, it is still a very good martial art to learn from because it does have a lot of real-world concepts. Whilst you can't, in my opinion, you can't really use it by itself, if you use its concepts and belief inside of other martial arts, it's deadly as hell. Also, probably one of my favourite scenes from hand-to-hand combat in Naruto was actually during the Boruto movie, where Naruto was kind of using elements of Wing Chun inside of his taijutsu, so that was fun. But yeah, if you're looking to learn about determination, surpassing in those who you think you cannot surpass, conditioning training, and high speed and striking power, I'd recommend checking out Naruto if you haven't. As for my ranking of this show, I'm actually going to give it an 8 out of 10 for realism, due to the fact that whilst yes, it does have quite a lot of similarities to Dragon Ball, where, there are a lot of unrealism, like using chakra and using techniques that can literally blow up a planet or the moon. Personally, I feel like there's a little bit more realism in terms of hand-to-hand combat in Naruto than there are Dragon Ball. If you made it this far into the video, you must like what I do with my channel. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you're subscribed, give this video if you like, if you enjoyed it. And also, let me know in the comments what other videos you want me to do, because your comments really help me what you want to see from my channel. Also guys, I don't have enough dares yet to do my dare video, and we've surpassed the subscriber goal. So if you haven't left a dare, or if you want to leave more than one dare, then please let me know in the comments what you want me to see, and I'm going to be doing 4 random dares that you guys suggest, no holding back, within reason, because I don't want to go to jail. But yeah, for now, let's continue with the video. Next anime I'm going to be talking about is one I actually think is a little underrated in my opinion, because I don't really hear a lot of people actually talking about the show. That being Hajime no Ippo. No one can deny that this anime is the best to learn from if you want to learn some boxing. Like, if you really want to learn some boxing, watch Hajime no Ippo, because this show is one of a kind. Whilst a lot of the techniques used in Hajime no Ippo are overdramatic due to, make it more interesting to anime fans, there are a lot of boxing techniques used in Hajime no Ippo that you can use in real life. Whilst you have to change it slightly than what's shown in the show, it is usable. What I love about the show is that it can teach you boxing with ease. Whether you want to learn about infighting, outboxing, peekaboo style, orthodox fighting, southpaw, hitman style, flicker jabs, gazelle punch, counter jabs, or even the Dempsey roll, you can learn it all from Hajime no Ippo. For me personally, my favourite technique used in Hajime no Ippo is the flicker jab. I use the flicker jab so much in my JKD classes. Whenever we spar, I will find a way to use my flicker jabs, but I've actually further evolved the technique from that. I actually sometimes use flicker jabs as feints to then use it to make a hook punch. That has caught off so many people that I spar in JKD. And honestly, it is by far one of my signature moves to do. A feint flicker jab into a hook. It's caught so many people I can't even name them all. It's so fun. But I bet those who have seen Hajime no Ippo have one question to ask. Can you use the Dempsey roll in real life? And the answer is yes. Just not exactly how it is shown in the show. Because of the fact that the Dempsey roll is a bit of an old technique. Basically, if you haven't seen the show, the Dempsey roll was made by an American boxer back in the 1920s, 1930s, I believe. Don't 100% quote me on that. I know it was made by a guy called Jack Dempsey. I just don't remember if it was made back in the 20s or the 30s. It was somewhere around there. But yes, you can use the Dempsey roll. The problem is that the Dempsey roll is such an old technique, and because boxing has evolved so much, boxers have been trained to sniff it out. Whenever they see the Dempsey roll coming, they can see it coming a mile away. So, whilst you probably won't be able to pull off the Dempsey roll as effectively as you could back in old boxing or in the show, there are applications from the Dempsey roll that you can use in real life boxing, such as, footwork, shifting your weight, head movements, stuff like that. Truthfully, this is the only anime getting a 10 out of 10 because of the fact that this show basically is a boxing class. It can teach you so much about boxing and conditioning and training techniques that you can use in real life. So if you guys want to pick up some boxing techniques but would rather not pay the money to do a boxing class, give Hajime no Ippo a watch. And honestly, I don't think you'll regret it. It is such a good show. Alright, the last anime I'm going to be talking about is again a show that I don't think is super popular amongst the community, but I actually don't mind it. That being Baki. Now, Baki is probably one of, if not the most unrealistic anime on the list. You've got people punching people through concrete, surviving injuries they shouldn't, for example, Baki getting poisoned, or there's just Yujiro Hanuma doing things that completely any and all laws of physics. However, underneath all of that exaggeration, there are a lot of lessons that you can learn from Baki as a martial artist perspective. One of my favourite examples that you can use in real life from Baki is when Baki was actually shadowboxing a giant praying mantis. Whilst obviously he wasn't actually fighting a fucking 10-foot insect. The idea behind it actually comes from a real-life training method called visualization. A lot of professional athletes, martial artists and boxers actually use this. What it helps you do is that it actually helps you visualize a fight. It can visualize how a person moves, how they strike, everything inside of their fighting technique. And what you do is try to react to it. You could either parry, avoid, block, attack, stuff like that. It is a very useful tool that I think all martial artists should learn from, due to the fact that it helps you basically get a whole martial arts lesson without needing to be in a dojo, which I think is a very, very useful tool. One thing I also find a very useful lesson in Baki is that Baki studies his opponents whilst they fight. He looks out for signs. He studies how they move, how they strike, their habits, their balance, even the way they breathe. So I think this is a very useful tool because it teaches teaches people watching this how to pinpoint a way to expose another person's weakness. Because in a fight, you're constantly analysing what they do, how they strike, which way they're going to go, what to do to open themselves so that way you can actually expose them. So I think that studying your opponent is a very useful tool. I use it a lot in my JKD classes. Sometimes what I do is that I'll purposely mess up so that way they'll move in a certain way that I want them to move and then light them up like a Christmas tree. Finally, Baki teaches you a very huge lesson in martial arts: adaptability. There are a lot, and I mean a lot, of strong, powerful fighters in Baki. So Baki has to constantly change his style or how he thinks in a fight while he's fighting. I'm still trying to learn this in JKD because I admit I do have bad habits that I constantly do, which I'm trying to undo. So you need to try your best to be adaptable to everything possible. If one thing doesn't work, try something new. If that doesn't work, try something else. So if you want to learn adaptability, Baki is a good watch. As for my ranking of Baki, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. Whilst I definitely wouldn't recommend watching it if you're trying to copy the techniques one for one, I would recommend watching it if you're trying to learn techniques that are valuable, such as the mindset, the visualization, analysing your opponent, and adapting under pressure. Because whilst I don't expect you to split the earth with a single punch, you can learn a lot of valuable lessons from Baki. And there you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did. Be sure to let me know down in the comment section below if you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it, if you agree with my rankings and the anime I use, if you have any anime that you think I should have covered, and if you have any video suggestions for the future, be sure to let me know down in the comment section below. Also guys, if you want me to do some of your dares, don't forget to leave them in the comments. Otherwise, you won't be able to see me do something funny. For example, you could say, hey, I want you to blend ketchup, mayonnaise, pickle juice, and cayenne pepper in a blender and drink it. So, literally, whatever dare you want me to do, leave it in the comments for me, because it will go in a randomized spinner wheel, and then when I do the dare video, 4 of them will be picked, and 4 of them I'm going to do. Did you enjoy the video as much as I did making it? If you did, be sure to give it a massive thumbs up, comment down below, share the video with a friend, and if you're new, subscribe to my channel. It's been Inferno today. Okay, that's all from me, so until the next time, this is Inferno, signing off. Bye!